Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. I'm LP Marshall. Welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Remastered HD. Right, we are actually finally ready. The last couple of episodes have been just kind of getting your starter stuff to get ready to go. We are actually ready now to start actually making some real progress. Doing some puzzles, collecting some key items. You know, other than keys. We've collected a couple of keys so far. So we're actually going to head back over here. One of the things that I need to actually sort is... He ran into the wall so I could get past him. Thank you, sir. That makes that nice and easy. He can be an awkward one to dodge. And you might consider clearing this area. If you're new to the game, it can be quite a tricky area. Yay, you finally moved. That's what I needed. So we're actually going to run around here now. Now that he's on the other side. And he should give us the time... if we are fast. Another reason why I left the pistol unequipped. As long as Jill doesn't screw me here by trying to do something stupid. We need to push this off the balcony. And we did that just in time. He was making his way around to us. As you'd have seen, it was holding a gem. We need that gem. But on the topic of taking out zombies and stuff, I actually have something I was going to tell you guys. In the last episode, I actually left my Steam overlay disabled. I'd taken it off for some recording stuff. But I wanted to put it back on for the actual Let's Play. So you can see when achievements pop up. I actually got 3 achievements in the last episode. And unfortunately, we all missed it. But I got an achievement for 1, killing your first zombie. You get another achievement for burning a zombie. I don't need to go that way, actually. We need to go back. And then I got another achievement for burning 2 zombies at the same time. Which is basically that trick I taught you about getting the 2 zombies lined up when they die. And you can burn them both with 1 use. And there is an in-game achievement for that as well. But I've re-enabled the Steam overlay so we should see any future pop-ups for achievements. Because obviously I've never actually played the PC's version through. Literally, this is my first time playing the PC version. So, you know, I've not got any of the achievements. Now, what's the best way to do this? I think it's usually just run around the long way, because he'll actually start walking towards the door that we came through. So then we can just quickly run on by and go here. So I did have to make a quick detour to go get that gem. But, not a big issue. Oh, you're being very cooperative today. Now, another trick you can use there is actually that beam there. You can, if you stop before it when the camera angle changes, you can then use it to get around that zombie there. And I just completely forgot that I wanted to bring the chemical with me. Professional as always. But before we do that, I suppose we can at least sort out what we're doing here. So one of the first areas we're going to is here. This is where we actually want to use the gem. This is the tiger statue. There's an inscription here. A tiger glowing with blue and yellow light. Basically, you'll hint on this kind of little puzzle here, but basically we just want to use the blue gem here. Put it in one of his eyes, and he's actually going to turn and reveal an item to us. Okay, so this is actually optional. You don't need to do this, but it's always good to have more shotgun shells, even if we can't fire them yet. Plus, I just like getting both eyes. We'll get the yellow one a bit later on in the game, but now we can head back out. And then, what are we doing next? Let's go do this room next. Now this is actually, this room contains a file that is like one of the most beloved files from the Resident Evil series. It also has some handgun bullets, which, you know, is nice. As you can see, we've got a zombie dead there. And over here, I'm going to shit myself because it waited until the camera angle changed. Suspicious door. Let's ignore it and read the file. Keeper's Diary. May 9th, 1998. Played poker tonight with Scott and Elias? think that's how you say it. Elias from security. And Steve from research. Steve was the big winger, but I think he was cheating. Scumbag. May 10th. One of the higher-ups assigned me to take care of the new creature. It looks like a skinned gorilla. Feeding instructions were to give it live animals. When I threw in a pig and the creature seemed to play with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling the guts out before it actually started eating. Gross. May 11th. Around 5 AM, Scott woke me up. He scared the shit out of me too. He was wearing a protective suit. He handed me another one and told me to put it on. Said there'd been an accident in the basement lab. I just knew something like this would happen. Those bastards in research never sleep, even on holiday. May 12th. I've been wearing this damn spacesuit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and feels itchy all over. The goddamn dogs have been looking at me funny, so I decided not to feed them today. Screw them. May 13th. Went to the infirmary because my back is swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on it and told me that I didn't need to wear the spacesuit anymore. All I want to do is sleep. May 14th. Found another big blister on my foot this morning. I ended up dragging my foot all the way to the dog's pen. They were quiet all day, which is weird. Then I realised some of them had escaped. Maybe this is their way of getting back at me for not feeding them for the last 3 days. If anybody finds out, I'll have my head handed to me. May 16th. Rumours going around that a researcher who tried to escape the estate last night was shot. My entire body feels hot and itchy and I'm sweating all the time now. I scratched the swelling on my arm and a piece of rotten flesh has dropped off. What the hell's happening to me? May 19th. Fever gone but itchy. Today hungry and eat doggy food. May 21st. Itchy, Scott came, ugly face, so killed him, tasty. 4 -- itchy, tasty. Yes, the infamous itchy, tasty file. It's a very interesting file. You actually see, well, you read the effects that someone was experiencing as they were becoming infected. And we also learned that basically what seems to have happened here is that seems to have been a secret research lab in the basement. And they've had some sort of accident. So, you know, we've actually gotten a little bit of backstory now as to what's happened here. Unfortunately, reading this file is going to trigger this. Get off, get off, get off. Don't bother trying to fight your way out, it's not worth the ammo. We lost the defense item, which is unfortunate. There is actually a defense item in the wardrobe that we could have got. And it probably would have been useful to get, but you'd have probably used that defense item trying to get out if you'd made the time to go get it. Honestly, the reason I showed that off in this Let's Play is because if you're playing this the first time, you're new to this, I really wouldn't recommend triggering that cutscene. If you want to go in there, literally just go in there, grab the handgun ammo and leave. But I thought I'd show it in the Let's Play so you at least kind of know what's in there. And you know of the itchy tasty file. What I'm also going to quickly do is I can unlock this door. Right, but now we're actually going to head back because I need to pick up the chemical. Or do I want to do that right now? Right, can we get past you? Yes. It's not an easy dodge. That's why I say it might be worth taking him out. It might be a better idea to do something else first. Thinking about it. Let's put them away. We're actually going to put this herb away and you will see why. In fact, I'm actually also going to put my weapons away. Purely just for the inventory space, and you'll see why in just a moment. Well, actually, I'm not going to, right? I'm not doing that right now, but still, I'm putting it away in advance ready. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use that little door that we unlocked to get back. We're actually going to go to the second floor of the main hall and go to one of the first doors I unlocked. How you doing? Yep, he's still just standing there. Mr. Toughest Zombie in the entire frickin' franchise. Now, what we're going to do is something that's a little bit easier, I think, if I do it now rather than later. Whilst the way is a bit more clear. I'm going to run up here and go through this door. I didn't set a timer again! God damn it! Nuts! I'm going to use the armor key here. There's actually another room in here, in this corridor we can unlock. Should I go do that now? I probably should go do that now. We'll come back here in a second. It's been a little while since I've played this. I think that's starting to come across now. We want to quickly use that before he grabs us. That was a little close. Puzzle time! Now, I'm not really sure kind of if there's actually something anywhere here that tells you how to solve this, but basically you just want to push these statues back where they were before you touch anything else. Do not touch anything else until these statues are back where they need to go. If you do it in the order I'm doing, you should be perfectly fine. If you push them in the wrong order, some of them will spring back out. But some of them are motorized like that. But there we go, now that all four of them back into place, we can push this button here. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. There's a switch here, press it, yes. Do not press that before you move the statues. Mysterious box. Will you take the jewelry box? Yes. And we're actually going to quickly show off this jewelry box. So we examine the top. The design of the sun and the moon. On the plate it says, sunshine will awaken me. As you can see, there's two different symbols on the moon and the sun. And if you look on the side, there's those symbols. What we want to do is push the two symbols that light up the sunshine. And that'll unlock it. And there we go. We have our first death mask. If you remember that book of curses we found, it talked about the 4 masks. That is one of the 4 masks. And we need those to actually start making a way out of here. Alright, you're there. Good. I'm now actually going to go back this way.
Richard!
We've actually found someone alive!
What happened? You're wounded.
Captain Obvious strikes again.
Whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
Alright, so we've actually now got a timed rescue mission. Which is why I wanted to keep it whilst the area was clear. It's going to show us here that we basically need to go back to the safe room that I've been using most of the time for actually saving. And we'll actually find some serum there for Richard. You do want to try and do this as quick as you can, because obviously if you wait too long, Richard's going to die. So we're going to quickly make our way back there and get it for him. It's even more important that I do this right now, since I don't actually have the normal shotgun, which I normally would have at this point. And I'm probably not going to make the time to go get it. Basically, you will see kind of how the puzzle works when I do it as Chris, because you have to as Chris. But you basically would go back to that room where we found the shotgun, take the shotgun, put the broken shotgun back in its place. And then, you know, you don't die. Or if you do it the right way, that I was meant to be doing it, where you don't come this way first. Basically, that's what caused it. Because I came this way first and could open that door there, I had to basically use the broken shotgun to get the shotgun. If I had gone straight the other way, I'd have got the cutscene with Barry where he saves you and you still get the shotgun. Right, but we've made it back to the safe room. We're actually going to very quickly drop off the death mask. We don't need to be carrying it with us at the moment. And we're going to pick up the serum. Take note of serum being there. We may need some more later on. Because the snake that Richard told us about, the poisonous snake, the serum's the only way to cure its specific poison. And you know, chances are we're going to run into it a bit later on. But we can now make our way back and give Richard the serum. I should have really brought the lighter with me. Yes, I should have. You can really tell I've not played this in a little while. Making all kinds of mistakes. Now, by rights, we should have done that more than quick enough. You've got a fair amount of leeway. It's not often that you'll mess this up. You have to really go out your way to mess this up.
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
Jill, here's my radio. Take it. I'm... Does it ever not hurt?
You got bit by a giant snake and you're moaning about a tiny little needle. Achievement unlocked, delaying the inevitable. That's actually kind of a spoilerish achievement, but okay. Let's just make sure he's alright.
I'm okay. The others...
And there's actually some herbs here if we need them. I might as well just take them with me now. Really? Honestly? I actually do need to come back to this area once again. I really was meant to bring the lighter. So let's make our way back. Let's avoid him. Watch out for this guy. And then make our way over here. Since there's a save room just over here, we can make our way over here and pick up the light from here. Oh, I know what I can do. Since I've been running back to drop off some stuff anyway, there's a few different things I can do in this area. We're going to quickly nip over here and we can actually pick up another herb. Oh, I know what I was meant to grab. Yeah, I should really do that to show it off. I can actually show you guys how to get the second floor map for the mansion. Although typically by the time you actually get it, you really don't need it because you've kind of seen most places. We can unlock this door and go on through. Ooh, creepy music. Now don't examine it. Oh, I never explained this though, did I? This is the red herb. If you combine it with a green herb, that is a full heal there. That is as good as an F-aid spray. And saves you having to mix 3 green herbs to get the same strength. So that's why I haven't been combining these green herbs together. It's always best to leave green herbs uncombined unless needed. Because then at least when you find a red herb, you can combine them and get a full heal instead of just a medium heal. So there you go, there's that. I know I was meant to actually explain that a bit sooner. You use the lockpick. Hey, it's Barry! Boo! Gotcha.
Jill,
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
Oh, maybe I did.
Read this.
Researcher's will. A letter is slipped inside. The top part of the letter is torn off. The rest of the letter is legible. Alma, have tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts have only delayed the inevitable. I am infected and there is no cure for what will follow, except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them. My love for you. Aww. In an hour I will have entered my eternal sleep where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I'm sorry. Martin Crackhorn.
What do you make of it?
Well, I guess we were right about this mansion being quite unnatural.
You have a way with understatements.
Yeah, that
Where's the
sounds
part
right.
that's torn off?
Well, my only guess is that it was the most important part and somebody didn't want anyone to see it. Let's continue our investigation.
Also, I'd like to point out that Barry managed to get through a locked door without a lockpick or anything. He gave us the lockpick, and yet he was in here and we had to use the lockpick to open it. Just saying. Barry don't need no stinking keys. But we're going to pick up a fish hook here. We've got a little puzzle in here, and it is very worth taking the time to do. But you want to make sure you've got some inventory space to actually do it, because we're going to use a bit of inventory space to actually pick up everything we need to do it. So you can see we picked up a lure, a hook, and a bee specimen. But they're all in the wrong place. Nope, don't push the switch. It won't do anything. So first thing I'm going to do is combine those. And then we can put the lure where it's supposed to be. And the bee specimen where it's supposed to be. And now we can push the switch. And would you look at that? It's a crest. That's not good. Now, I don't know about you. We would take the wind crest. Yes, I'll talk about that in a moment. Get off! I don't have a pistol to shoot it. I don't know about you, but if I was in this mansion, sure, I'd be freaked out by the zombies. I'd be bloody infuriated by the dogs. But if a bee that size came at me, that's where I'd freak out. Don't get me wrong, I love bees. You know, they're usually pretty cute. All that kind of stuff. But I can't cope with bugs that big. See, bugs don't bother me unless they're a very bloody big size. Alright, so we've got some more items here. This is all optional stuff. We didn't need to come in here. But what we've got here is a first aid box. If we open it, it contains first aid. Or in this case, a first aid spray. They'll have different things in them. You'll find a few of these around. Some will have sprays, some will have mixed herbs. That kind of stuff. But yes, the wind crest. Now, in the original Resident Evil, instead of 4 masks, it was actually 4 crests that we used to actually make our way any further. But they actually changed it for the mask and gave the crest a different purpose. We're actually only going to find one here in the mansion. And we're not going to use it for a little bit. So now we've got all that done. We're going to go ahead. Oh, there's a letter here. I left you some bullets in the room on the right. Feel free to use them if you manage to get yourself in trouble. Barry. Ah, thank you, Barry. See, he looks after us. They're not bullets, though. I can't pick them up anyway. Alright. Let's, quickly fix my inventory. As you can see, I like to keep my box rather organised. Also, I'd like to point out, Jill ends up like the biggest drug dealer by the end of this game. Usually have so many herbs. Right, but yes, let's pick up these items that Barry's left us. So one of them, of course, is another F8 spray. And then these are incendiary shells. Like the acid shells, we can actually use them in our grenade launcher. They're basically different ammo types for that. I don't think I need that right now. It was the lighter I wanted. But the incendiary rounds are actually a lot more useful than they first seem. You can actually use the incendiary grenades in place of fuel in a lighter. You can actually use them to set zombies on fire, which can come in very useful. So I like keeping hold of them in case I need them. Right, but I've got everything that I wanted, so we're going to actually quickly run back to where Richard was, and we're going to actually go grab ourselves an item that I needed. And I'm just thinking ahead, yeah, I will not be picking up the shotgun in the room with the ceiling caving in. Because I will have no use for it by the time I get to that point. And I was actually meant to pick up an item there that I just ran past. You've seen a wooden slat that was standing out on the little end table in the corner. I did actually want to pick that up. Right, so what we're going to do is go through here and immediately run up these stairs. We can't actually get through this door here, which again doesn't make sense because that's actually where Richard came from, yet it's locked. We're going to lure him on the stairs, he's going to throw up, and we're going to just swing on by. Now be careful with this next room. You do need the lighter in this room, but it's easy to also get yourself kind of trapped. Too dark to see much of anything. Well, there's a candle here, but there's also a thing that we can move. We're actually going to move that first. And obviously we revealed a doorway, but do not go in it yet. What we want to do is give ourselves some light. And as soon as you do that, we're just going to pick up some more bullets. As soon as you do that, Mr. Zombie from out there is going to follow us in. We're going to lure him around a little bit, make sure he comes around this way, and then we're going to try and lure this zombie away. There's actually a zombie hidden in here guarding the musical score, which is what we needed. Oh! Oh no, he grabbed me from behind. That's not good. If they grab you from behind, you cannot use a defense item, and I think it actually deals a little extra damage. Although we actually broke out a bit pretty quick, so we might have been lucky. But he'll now stay in there with that guy, and they're going to be best friends for life. But we do need that musical score. Richard's just chilling there still. Right, so yes, we did take a bit of damage. I've got no daggers left, and it's kind of annoying. Right, but now that we've got that, what we are going to do is I'm actually going to grab that wooden slat that I was just talking about and show you what you use it for, because I actually went years of playing before I found out what you actually used it for. Ooh! That was too close. So we head back all the way down to this room once again. Make sure you've got the lighter on you for this as well. We see a fireplace, but what we're going to do first is actually examine the wooden mount. And you can actually open it and find there's 2 pieces of paper inside. So now, that's that done. And we're going to go ahead and use the lighter here to light up the fireplace. And then go ahead and use the mount. Which in return is going to give us map of the second floor. There we go. But as I said, we've actually been most areas on the second floor anyway. So it's not exactly needed, but it's there if you want to. You probably could do it a bit sooner on, where it could be a bit more useful. But you really don't need it. You don't usually need the first floor map. But it can be useful for new players. Right, let's run on back to the save room, drop off stuff that we don't need. Think about what we do need. I still need to do the chemical. Yes, I do. I don't need this. So that can go back with this. Do want that at some point. Don't need them right now. Let's take a herb so we can heal up. Right, so what do I need to take from here to do what I'm doing next? So, I want that. That'll remind me that I'm doing that. And everything else is fine. Yeah, we seem to be pretty on track. But what we are going to do, once again, is call it an episode. Once again, I don't know if I've maybe cut it a little bit too short, or maybe it's even a bit too long, who knows. But we're going to call it an episode there. I do apologise if it is short. I promise I will start remembering to put a timer on, so these videos actually, excuse me, stay at a decent length of time. But thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.